What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another BoxInACorner.net video, and in today's video we're going to be taking a very quick look at Dragon Spear EX, a game that was released 5 years ago on various platforms but now has been re-revived as a premium one-time purchase game on both Android as well as iOS. So hopefully you like what you see here today. Even though this video is brief, as always, there are timestamps listed in the video description, so feel free to jump to a topic that interests you. And as always, a shout out to my own website, BoxInACorner.net. Feel free to visit that site. I do update it at least once a month, and I do have a lot of other interesting content on there that is both related to gacha games, gaming in general, and topics of interest to myself that you may in turn also find equally interesting. All right, cool, got it, great. Let's go ahead and jump into the game, which is known as Dragon Spear EX. So, this game has been necroed and brought back from the dead because this game was inceptualized back all the way in 2017, the very same year that I actually started my YouTube channel, but I hadn't gotten around to playing a lot of games, at least at that point. And what's great about Dragon Spear, at least Dragon Spear EX in its current form, is that once you buy this game, it is yours to keep forever. It is a premium game. It is available right now for $4.99 both on the Android and iOS platforms. But of course, if discounts ever appear, you'll be able to get it for cheaper. That being said, because this game is released on the Google Play Store officially, you'll be able to use credits for it. So you will not have to purchase this using a credit card like certain international purchases of Android games that may not be native to your region, if that makes any sense. Since this is officially listed on the store, you can use whatever Google Play credit in your locale is worth, and that way you can get it for even cheaper. All right, so I just want to go ahead and throw that out there. I do know that Google Play, for example, sometimes throws out surveys or little promotions that gives you free credits. And if you have a couple of those laying around, you can add them to the purchase of this game and reduce the price or even get it for free, like I did myself. We see the lovely sorceress running around right now in town, not doing much about anything, because that is, I'm going to go ahead and switch back to the character select screen. In this game, it is a 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up. You are allowed to pick from a cast of 6 different characters. 4 of them are waifus, 2 of them are husbandos. And what's nice about the Dragon Spear EX version is that all of these characters are locked from the very beginning of the game, so you can play whomever you want and also whenever you want to play them, okay? There is free character switching, meaning that as long as you go back to town, you can switch in between the characters. This is a story segment. Let me go and pass this forward for a moment. Sorry about the interruption. But yeah, you can basically just go ahead and jump right back into the game world itself, all right? So what I would recommend that you do if you want the full experience of this game is that go ahead and switch in between the characters as quickly as you can, in between acts or in between progress. So that way it keeps things fresh, it keeps you on your toes, and also keeps you more interested, because I know sometimes playing a game like this can be kind of redundant. This is a 2D beat 'em up after all, and if you're not in the mindset for that, playing the same character with the same set of skills can get a little bit redundant, all right? There are a lot of fantastic gameplay videos of this game out there. I will go ahead and link you one in the YouTube description so you can go and check that one out, because it's no commentary and just gameplay. The reason why I don't want to go over this too much is because there are already a ton of videos out there for this game. Remember, this was released back in 2017. All right, and it's gone through many different iterations. All right, so I don't need to reinvent the wheel here. If you like what you see in front of us right now, you're pretty much going to like the rest of the game, period. All right, and this may look very familiar to some of you folks out there, and I'm going to go ahead and bring up my browser. Yes, it is heavily inspired in terms of artwork and atmosphere for the from the ever famous Dragon's Crown. Now, they are not related, of course. I just want to go and throw that out there for all of the Atlas lawyers. All right, but like I said, very heavily inspired by the same atmosphere and the same overall game mechanics. Although I will have to say that Dragon's Crown is in a league of its own. Okay, I feel like this is one of the better 2D beat 'em ups of our past decade, but that is my own personal opinion. I just wanted to throw this out there just in case some of you folks were wondering, hey, this looks kind of familiar, and you kind of had your finger on your lips thinking, I've kind of seen a game like this before, but where was that? Well, I think this is the exact game that you are thinking about. Okay, that is Dragon's Crown. Now, also because this game is old, there are a lot of impressions about the game. I highly recommend you do not look at those impressions. Look at them just for the sake of looking at how the gameplay looks like. But in reality, the modern version of this game, Dragon Spear EX, is the fully unlocked version, okay? Because if you head on over to Steam, for example, you can actually go ahead and find this game on Steam. But unfortunately, that is the version that doesn't have all of the DLC locked, okay? So it's like $20 on Steam, but at the same time, not everything is available. Whereas on Dragon Spear EX, the version that we're looking at right now, everything is unlocked, everything is ready for you to earn in-game. There's no additional gacha elements, there's no additional paywalls. Once you buy the game, you own everything, you just have to earn it in-game, story-wise and lore-wise, if that makes sense, okay? And if you don't believe me, go ahead and head on over to my old stomping grounds, Touch Arcade. I used to be a big fan of Touch Arcade all the way back in the day. As a matter of fact, this is where I started my whole YouTube gacha gaming thing, because there was a game on there that was ironically not a gacha game. There was a game called Dungeon Maker, which was a premium game, which is a premium game, and I loved it so much, and I first found about it on Touch Arcade. Okay, I don't hang out on Touch Arcade anymore. I feel like the notion of visiting a forum to get news on gacha games is a little bit antiquated. Of course, now we have many Discords, for example, that give you all you need to give. And I think Discord is kind of like the evolution of the forum to some degree. I still like forums for what they are. Discord has its own share of problems. But of course, sometimes on these particular sites, those that are in power, for example, may not necessarily share the same, how should I say, philosophies that you share as well. And as you can see in front of me right now, I'm not going to add context to this comment. Let's just go and say that I wholeheartedly disagree with the sentiment there. And this is a game that looks absolutely fine. It was made back in a world that was much more gentle, in a world where green M&Ms could wear whatever they wanted to wear and didn't have to worry about their agency. All right, if you get that reference, bonus points to you. And it was in a world that was much kinder to individuals like myself. So much, in fact, that let me go ahead and bring back my introduction here. And let's just go ahead and say that this is the reality of the world that I live in. By the way, if you're wondering where I have been the past 2 months or maybe even 3 months, let's just go ahead and say that bullets have flown my way. Not literally, but let's just say philosophically, from a company that may or may not know its head from its ass. But nonetheless, just saying, I've had to keep low for just a bit, slowly easing back to this whole YouTube thing, okay? All right, boxofthecorner.net, I'm always alive and well there. On YouTube, sometimes I might be hiding out somewhere, all right? Let's just go and say that. Okay. So let me go and show you a couple of outfits. I'll go ahead and do one stage just for the heck of it. But before I do that, I have to go ahead and put on equipment. So let me go here. You cannot replace equipment if you are not wearing equipment. So this game does have equipment that changes your appearance. And this is true for all of the characters in the game. So whomever you play, if you equip a different piece of gear on them, it will change their appearance. However, this game also has transmutation. If you don't know what that means, it just implies that you can go ahead and replace your gear with the look of another piece. Okay, they call it different things in different games. I always used to know of it as transmutative, or whatever they word that they use that starts with a T. But in other words, you can basically go and replace your gear with whatever you want to. Okay, so for example, this Christmas outfits, if I want to go ahead and wear this cute little Santa outfit, I can. And once more, everything in this game is going to be unlocked eventually. All you have to do is progress in the game, and you will go ahead and unlock this gear. Okay, so you do not have to pay for anything. Once you pay for the initial price of this game, which of course by default is going to be $4.99, the rest of everything that you can earn in the game is unlockable by blood, sweat, and tears, aka grinding. Okay, so if you like what you see in front of us right now, I definitely like what I see in front of us right now. You can earn all of that stuff in-game by unlocking events, unlocking story, grinding, etc. Things like that, okay? No money is involved, only your hard-earned gamer skills for whatever they may be, All right. So let's go ahead and show you a little bit of gameplay. Remember, you are welcome to check out other people's gameplay of it. I'm going to go and link that quick video of someone doing a kind of a gameplay walkthrough of it very briefly. But there's other folks out there that, like I said, you know, way more informative than me, played the game way more than I have played, at least this version, and you can go and check out their stuff. I'm just going to keep her our lovely sorceress here on the default outfit, because why not? I think she looks great in the default outfit, I should say. And let me go ahead and play. So please forgive me if I suck ass in this video, okay? Because I am watching a screen, watching myself record, all right? So I need to make sure everything is working. So yeah, please forgive me if I have a hard time concentrating on 3 things at once. I don't have a video out or anything like that. I actually am recording everything on one computer. And I would like to upgrade my computer by the end of this year so I can do more content in a better fashion. But we shall see how 2022 goes in terms of all of that nastiness with the chip shortage. But that's not here or there. Let's go and show you these lovely sorceress blowing shit up, because that's what we play games for, right? Blowing shit up. Let's go and get this guy out of my way. So this is a 2D beat 'em up. Okay, basically you have powers. You want to use powers whenever possible to kill things on screen. As you kill things on screen, you will earn currency, gear, any other farmable for that particular map. And once you have enough stuff, you will get stronger and repeat the process. Okay, so that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Now, I'm playing this on emulator, so please forgive the slowdown. This game actually runs very smooth on a natural Android environment. On emulator, it's just not that smooth, unfortunately, but I think that's just a byproduct of BlueStacks, or just a byproduct of my computer running too many things at once. So on screen right now, even though I have it on max setting, it does look like it's running like 30-ish or like 45 frames per second. It's not running completely smooth, but believe me when I say it is. All right, it actually runs smoother than what you see on screen right now. All right, it's just my recording software. It is my bad. It is the way that I'm doing things. Just go and pop these folks up. So once again, making the similarities to Dragon's Crown. Dragon's Crown is pretty much like this. However, Dragon's Crown is much more involved than this game. You know, the mechanics in Dragon's Crown are pretty much amazing. Like I said, I think one of the best 2D fighting games released in the last decade. But that was my own humble opinion. This game, it doesn't really have a jump button. Let me go and show you the alt. See how it looks like. Giant meteor hits the ground. Everything dies on screen. Very cool. But it's not going to give you that same level of 2D beat 'em up satisfaction. Okay, remember this was a mobile game for many of years before it went through its different versions. It kind of went through an identity crisis because, you know, the developers really put a lot of time and effort into the art assets in this game. And that's for, you know, you can very well see that hard work and determination. But, you know, ultimately the game probably didn't turn a profit as much as they would like. You also have to remember that this game was released originally in the Korean market, or the Korean store, I should say. And over there, it's much more competitive than the, quite frankly speaking, trash that we get over here on the Western Play stores. Okay? All right? We basically get another, you know, random match 3 corporate, you know, crapped out game all the time. We don't get games like this. Whereas over in the Asian Play stores, they get this game, you know, a dime a dozen. All right, you know, every day there's bangers coming out over there that we don't hear of or see because censorship and MOA values, and once again, community strikes, as you've noticed that I showed you just a moment ago. All right, but yeah, let's go and keep this video nice, clean, succinct, and on point. That is Dragon Spear EX. All right, this is a premium game. It's not technically a gacha game, but it was a gacha game. It's now available for $4.99. It's available on both Android and iOS. Pick your poison. It runs absolutely fantastic. Don't let what you see today fool you. It does run in a full, silky smooth 60 frames per second. I'm just doing an ass job of showing it on screen because I'm running it on my computer, running it through an emulator while other things are running. So that gets in the way of the performance. And it looks absolutely fantastic. It was made in a much more gentler world back in 2017 before the world caught on fire in 2020. And for all intents and purposes, it was in a world where your green M&Ms could still be sexy. All right. And by in turn, I'll just go and leave that comment for what it is. So as a reminder, even though you are watching this on my YouTube community section, I love every single one of you. Just in case you are a newcomer here, welcome one, welcome all. Please visit my website over at boxinacorner.net. Okay, that is my website once more, and I do stuff over here. I also have a section for community videos, so just in case you visit my YouTube community tab and you don't want to scroll down all the way, or you're just kind of lazy and you're like, whatever, I've seen what I need to see, you can head over to my website, click on the little community videos tab or section, and check out all the videos that I ever released over on the community section. Okay, so that way you have extra content to watch. I don't put many stuff on my main feed. That is because my main feed is saved for content that I believe everyone should look at, regardless of whatever you happen to be on the philosophical sphere. I think if a game is so amazing, no matter what, I think you should check it out, and that's going to be on my main community feed, and that's why it's often very quiet over there. Okay, and also remember, YouTube is kind of sometimes looking over my content and shooting bullets my way. So because of that very reason, I have to be very careful what I put on the YouTube main feed, or I will go missing one day and you're going to wonder where the hell did Box from Box in the Corner go to. And that is the reason why. All right, so I'm still always alive and well over on my website, so please visit it. I put a lot of hard work into this website, and I do upload it and update it at the very least once a month. All right, and I hopefully add content that you all will enjoy. All right, Dragon Spirit EX, please check out this game. Do not be shy about the $4.99 price tag. It is worth every penny. If you do not believe me, go ahead and visit other folks to see what they have to say on it. And if people who are on a site that by and large, philosophically, I wholeheartedly disagree with, like the game, they may not like my channel, but they like the game. All I have to say is it's probably worth checking out. All right. Love every single one of you. I hope you are all doing well. I hope to have a new video on the main channel sometime soon, but I need a game that's worth talking about there. And chances are the next time you see me, I don't know, but it might just be the release of Nikke, the Goddess of Victory, if it does drop later this year. All right. That is all. Take care of yourselves. I will see you in the next video.